They say opposites attract, but this wasn't love. It was a soul-level entanglement between a healer and someone who only knew how to harm. You were light, they were lack, and somehow you still believed you could save them. So let's talk about why narcissists target empaths and how to finally shatter the trauma bond that keeps you stuck in their storm. The narcissist doesn't want a partner, they want an audience, someone who reflects their fantasy. And the empath is a perfect mirror. Empaths are deeply attuned to emotion, they feel everything. Narcissists are deeply attuned to power, they manipulate everything. It's not love they're after, it's supply. And you, dear empath, become a source they can drink from endlessly. You gave without keeping score. You forgave without boundaries. You saw the wounded child in them and forgot to protect the child in you. The key reasons why narcissists target empaths are because empaths doubt themselves more easily. They internalize blame. Empaths are natural fixers. They stay longer than they should. Empaths have strong intuition, but narcissists gaslight it. Empaths crave emotional depth. Narcissists fake it, then punish it. It was never about love. It was about control disguised as connection, validation dressed up as vulnerability, attention labeled as affection. Now, trauma bonding is when your nervous system confuses chaos with chemistry, when you mistake the roller coaster for passion, when pain becomes a twisted form of proof that you care. Trauma bonds are created through cycles of abuse, so that's idealization, devaluation, discard, and hoovering, which is them pulling you back in. They loved you loud, then abandoned you in silence. They pulled you close, then punished you for needing them. And somehow you kept hoping the real version of them would come back. Your brain releases dopamine in the highs and cortisol in the lows. You start chasing the highs like an addiction. Your self-worth gets hooked into their approval. It wasn't love. It was emotional survival wrapped in trauma. And the hardest part? Your body still thinks they're home. Every time you excuse the abuse, you abandon the version of you that knows better. The part of you that's screaming, leave. But you hush that voice because the bond is stronger than the logic. There's chronic anxiety, confusion, identity loss, loss of self-trust. You don't know what's real anymore. You feel isolated from friends, family, and your own intuition. You start believing you're the problem. You shrink so they feel big. You break so they feel whole. You forget so they can rewrite the story. Staying in the trauma bond keeps you from building true connections, living in emotional safety, and creating a self-image not based on survival. You are not crazy for missing them, but you are not meant to live in their chaos. Breaking the trauma bond isn't about forgetting them. It's about remembering you. So the steps to break free are radical self-honesty. You need to stop romanticizing who they were in the beginning. Write down the patterns. What always follows the good times? If the love keeps wounding you, it isn't love. 2. Nervous system regulation. Trauma bonds are stored in the body. So use breath work, cold water therapy, movement, or somatic tracking. When your body is calm, your truth becomes louder than your fear. Journaling for clarity. You can use prompts like, what did I believe about myself that kept me attached to them? Or what would I tell someone else in the same relationship? 4. No contact, grey rock. So that means no more checking social media, no more responding to breadcrumb messages. You owe them nothing, especially not access. Your healing doesn't require their apology, only your permission to walk away. 5. Reprogram your subconscious mind. Trauma bonds are rooted in old beliefs. So beliefs like love means pain, I have to earn affection. So you can use affirmations, hypnosis, CBT, or inner child work to change that script. You were not born to be a magnet for harm. You were conditioned to think pain was a home. But you are allowed to choose peace now. They chose you because you're soft, but that softness is strength, not weakness. You loved hard, you stayed long, but now you get to choose. No more waiting for them to change, no more mistaking drama for love, no more shrinking just to keep the peace. You're not crazy, you're healing, and healing means walking away from what hurt you, even if part of you still calls it home.